Tracker back again, and we are analyzing more Las Vegas alien sighting footage. So, on Twitter, I've been talking to a couple people, and they were able to get a link to a Rumble video. I'm not sure if this is the original video, but it's the highest quality version of the video of the backyard Las Vegas alien sighting incident. This is the highest quality version that I've seen so far. It was uploaded to Rumble. I was able to get a copy of it, and now I have it on my Mac. You're looking at just the play portion of my video editor here in Adobe Premiere. Now, I made other videos where I was discussing the possible alien seen on the left side of the screen, or possible or alleged creature. And I made videos saying how I was confused because in the original video that I examined on my phone and I was uploading to TikTok, where I spotted the creature in this area, right where this little white glare is showing off the red truck, it looked a lot different than in later videos where I got a higher quality version. So what I was able to do was I took the original video that I examined for TikTok on my phone, and I took it off my phone, and now I put it in Adobe Premiere. So I have the Rumble video, which is the highest quality version. I have the original video I saw and examined where I supposedly allegedly spotted a creature right here. And I have a third video which I also examined on TikTok with my phone. We're going to look at them all, okay? Because they're looking a lot different. Now, my conclusion that I've come to on why they're looking a lot different is because of downloading and the video getting blockier, and more artifacts in the video due to the quality lowering. And because when you look at it here on the Rumble video, you don't see what you were seeing in the original examinations I did. So what we're going to do first is let's jump back to the original video I examined on the phone. We're going to jump back to it now. You're going to see it's going to look kind of weird on my screen right this second. So this is the original video that I examined, and I spotted what could be the supposed eyes right about here, where I spotted the supposed eyes that can be seen right here in the truck. Now, as we discussed before, and I'm going to run through it quick because I don't want this video to run too long. If you look later in the video, there's a glare on the truck right here. Now, what that means is there's a stationary light either hooked to this building or somewhere on the ground, and it's glaring off the red truck right here. See that? So when we go back, remember in my other videos I alleged that you could see possible eyes as the three people enter the yard. You could see possible eyes right here. Well, it lined up perfectly with that glare. There's a glare right there. Okay? Not only that, but when I examined it, if we zoom in, when I examined it on my phone, and the videos are still on my TikTok, watch right here, we spotted some weird looking movement and eyes. Well, now that I have the video, and this is all these videos are slowed down, and I go frame by frame here, and I'm looking at it in Adobe Premiere, I mean, I can't see the same things, guys. I can't see the same things. I don't see the eyes. It's really tripping me out. This is rewind. And then if I go forward, now we're looking right here. Like, I can't see the same things. I don't see any eyes. All I see is pretty much a blur. It looks completely different. And I've gone through and I've already examined this video multiple times trying to duplicate the color correction I did to try to get the eyes to stand out more. Like I can show you. And it just looks like, so what I came to in a higher quality video, what this is if you go, I'm adjusting the color at the same time, but if you go back to the beginning, and you look at the blue shirt guy, right here, turn this back off. Right here, he has a tube light, and he turns that tube light on as they enter the yard. He turns it on. You can see the glow right here. And what that's causing is the people in front of him are casting a shadow onto the red truck out in front. And you can also see right here the father's shadow. And when he moves forward, where's the shadow go? It goes into the yard towards the red truck. But anyway, it gets even worse when he turns on the tube light here. Shadow's casting even more. And if you go to the part where I alleged that you could see eyes, let me turn the color grade back on. And we look again like what we spotted when I examined it on the cell phone. We're looking right here once the father moves here in a second. Keep watching right there. We saw alleged eyes and something seemed to duck. But when we look now, look, frame by frame. All you see is the glare, that's the glare. And no eyes. So this is completely confusing me, guys. Go back and watch the other videos on my TikTok. I don't know if it's something to do with my phone and examining it on my phone, and maybe the phone app added information in, or what, or somehow it's gone. Guys, I can't understand that. Can't understand that. Now I have another possible theory also. So as we know, what we're gonna do here now is jump back to the Rumble video. So let's go to the Rumble video. So like I said, someone uploaded, from what I can tell, the highest quality version of the backyard alien sighting video on Rumble, and it's the best quality I've seen so far. And this is it here. I've slowed it down, and if we could take a look real quick too at the supposed eyes that I alleged in another video that we could see. Let's look in the higher quality version, and it's very clearly seen that it's very clearly seen. Watch right here. It's very clearly seen that right here, guys. Watch right there. See, you see a flicker of light right there. The father moves out of the way here in a second. And it's very clearly, keep watching right here, that the shadow was blocking, rewind, the shadow was blocking the same glare that we saw from the stationary light on the house. And I'm rewinding and going forward and rewinding and going forward. And look, you can see it's a shadow crossing in front of the glare light. And it's the father's shadow. I even gone as far as, if we go back and turn this on, I've even gone as far as this. I drew a mask around the father and his shadow, and I told the computer to track this. And it's not going to be 100% correct, but I just wanted to see if the computer would give an approximation of where the shadow would go. So I'm going to play it. It's in slow motion, but watch. It tracked where the possible shadow would go. And watch the blue line, guys. Where's the shadow go when the father walks into the yard? Hold on. we go. So the computer did this on its own. I didn't do this. Now look. It would cross right in front of the glare where the shadow would go. See that? And the computer, all the computer did was when I put the mask around the father and the shadow right here, the computer knows to look for those colors and follow those colors and track it. And that's what it's doing. And you can see it gets off the father, but it moves back onto him. And you can see right there, the mask from the father, which would be the shadow, crosses right in front of the glare. So everything points to that this was just from the tube light shining on the back of the father and the other son, causing a shadow that blocked the glare, and that's all that was. That's the track. Okay, let's turn that back off. So now I have another theory for the supposed creature right here and shadow that seems to appear above the fence. Now, I said in a previous video that I thought that the blue shirt person right here who's holding the tube light, he has a gun in his right hand, as you can see right here. As they walk into the yard, he brings the gun up to the tube light. See the tube light? And it casts a weird shadow because the gun, I'm rewinding, because the gun covers half of the tube light. Tube light covers half of the tube light, like a weird shadow. But I come to a new conclusion about what this could be. So, this is what I'm going to point out. If you look at earlier in the video, right here, on the gate door going into the backyard it looks like a brass or a metal colored door handle and door lock. And trying to get the best shot of it for you guys. Right about here. This would be the best shot, which we're going to come back to this anyway. So see, it's like a brass or a steel or metal type of door hinge, and it has a handle on one side. Looks like it could be a handle on this side or a door lock that's round. Okay, and you can see right now it's reflecting light. What light is it reflecting, guys? It's reflecting blue shirt's tube light. Remember, blue shirt has a tube light in his hand. You can see it poke right up over his shoulder and right here. Now, as you can see, it's on. Now, as he steps back, the light, watch the light. I'm going to play it. But watch the light hit this brass or metal looking door hinge thing. Look, it starts to shine. It shines so much. See, it's shining in the light. It shines so much that if you look on the wall beyond, it actually reflected onto the wall beyond. See that? So what's even more, and remember, none of this is proof. I'm just alleged theories on what things could be, whether or not they hold water or don't hold water. Now, if you look at the video wide, what I want you to look for is, as he steps back, at the same time, the weird looking eye, and it's kind of the same color as this, metal / chrome, the weird looking shadow above the fence appears at the same time as it seems the tube light gets close to the door hinge and lock. So I'm going to rewind. So see, right here, he's beyond the door hinge lock. Now as we play, he's going to step back and he's going to bring the tube light up, and it's going to get real close to this, and at the same exact time, that weird looking head object with an eye appears. And guys, it almost looks like, in some weird way, that reflection and shadow caused like a projection above the fence. Now again, this is 100% proof, but it looks a lot like it. So I'm going to play it, and this is in slow motion. Watch how the two coincide. Rewind. Passes it. Now we're going forward. They coincide exactly, guys. And another thing, I'm rewinding. I can turn on this. Now this will really bring out the the weird shadow above the fence. And look, shines. And as he steps back far enough away from it, rewind, or let's go back. Now as he steps back far enough not to cause this reflection, look, as the light hits it, boom, light hits it, and then we get this weird glare. It's a glare. It could be a glare, guys. And then not only that, I can show you, let's turn this back off. We're going to turn on lumetri, color adjustments, and then we're going to go and turn on threshold. Now, let's watch again. Now we can see clearly in the video here the hinge in threshold. Basically what threshold does is anything that's light or in light is going to be white, and anything that's darker having shadows is black. And I want you to look at the fence, guys. So see, as blue shirt is past or stepping into the threshold of the backyard, the gate is dark. That's because the light is beyond the threshold. Now play it. I'm going to play it. Now watch the gate right here. As he steps back, you're going to see how much the tube light lights the gate and the door hinge. Boom. And you can see the tube light actually moves off of the gate before the phone turns. We're rewinding. It's dark. Now we're going to hit play. And watch the tube light as he's stepping back. It comes close to the hinge and it goes beyond it. And if you look also, another thing I wanted to point out, I'm rewinding. So now he's past the threshold because the gate is dark. Now a lot of people are saying you can see things moving through these holes or gaps in the fence. But when you look at it in threshold, you can see, guys, that it's just the shadow moving through the gaps in the fence. Watch the fence. We'll even zoom in a little bit. Watch the fence. Watch the gaps. These are the gaps in the fence. I can turn it off to show you real quick. Sorry, I gotta make these videos quick to put them on TikTok. These are the gaps in the fence. Now watch with it in threshold and watch the gaps. So they get lit because he steps out of the gate. And then look, as he's moving, the shadows fill the gaps. Rewind, you can see it in reverse. The shadows are in the gaps, and then as he's stepping into the gate, then they're not shadowed no more. Now we're going forward. He's stepping back, the gate becomes lit, everything's lit, and then as he steps back, the shadow is turning through the gaps. Okay. So these are some alternate theories to show you guys that what we're looking for is 100% truth. We want to be able to prove whether or not we have the footage we need to prove that aliens exist or not. And there's holes we can poke in this, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just poking holes in our possibilities here, because other people are going to poke holes in them no matter what. So now that you know, I'm going to rewind, and now you can see the video for yourself. This is in slow motion. He's in the gate. The father gets spooked. Now remember, watch the door hinge and then see how it coincides with what appears at the gate. Hit by light, and then it's shining, comes clearer, and there. So again, this does not in no shape, way, or form say that I don't believe the family. I 100% believe the family. I know they saw something. They wouldn't have called the police and done what they did. They wouldn't have entered this yard all armed with guns. I 100% believe the family. This is our search for truth. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a live stream in the future and take requests to examine videos. So stick around, guys. Thanks.